Guys, the last few days, I've been privately working on an orb indicator that will be the first and last orb session indicator that you need, whether you use the 15-minute, the 5-minute, the institutional break. It doesn't matter when you use this strategy. I have built the indicator that you need, and I'm going to tell you exactly how to get it and show you what it does. So I'm not out here selling an indicator for 49.99 or 99.99 like some of these guys do. I do, however, have a website called QuantCrawler that does AI technical analysis. You get a free 30-day trial, and after that, it's just $9.99 a month. And honestly, from what the community says, with all the value I provide, we're significantly more than that, and I would love to have you check it out. You can get a free 30 days. After that, it's $9.99 a month. You can sign up at quantcrawler.com, go to the indicators, and you'll be able to get a direct link to TradingView to the private link for this indicator I'm about to show you. So guys, I am on the 15-minute time frame, and I know right now this isn't going to look like much because I've taken everything off, and I'm going to add settings as I go and walk through this with you, but it's called QuantCrawler liquidity, and I have a reason that I call it that. So let's address the first thing. This is the 15-minute opening range break on the 930 candle. So 930 to 945, this is marked right here. On the previous indicators I made, people haven't liked how thick these lines are, so these are editable. You can change these to be thin, dotted lines, whatever you want. I like it like this, so I'm going to leave it like this for the video. Now, you're immediately going to see these right here. They have little liquid drops because they're liquidity. This right here, that when I click in the indicator to allow these lines, there will be a line right here. This is the Asia high. This is the London high. And then right here, you have the New York high. So Asia, London, New York high, you also will have the lows. So the reason that these are important is because you can see on the Asia high, you knew you get a breakout here above, but it hits the Asia high and it immediately comes back down. This is a zone you can play off of, and I'm going to explain this in the smaller time frames because it doesn't make a lot of sense in the 15s. So we're going to circle back to this, but you can see here 15-minute, we don't get a clear indicator or anything like that because technically outside of our 15-minute opening range zone, we don't have anything that presents itself to go long or short. We don't get a clean break and retest of the midpoint. We don't have that opportunity here on this one. But let's drop down to the 5-minute time frame. Now you can start to see things a little bit better. When we go 5 minutes versus 15, we do get a break below here and we get a retest and it calls a short. This would have been a miss. We then break above and you can see we hit the Asia high. When we hit the Asia high, we immediately start getting a bearish candle coming back. You could have taken a quick scalp right here if you had this indicator on to know we just hit a resistance point, Asia high, and it immediately countered back. So if you would have been watching this, you would have went short and you would have just targeted a 1 to 2, 6.252 down to about 12.5, which would be right here. That would have hit over here in this candle. You would not have hit your stop loss. You would have had a quick scalp on the way back down for the retest. Then you get the long indicator here because you get your break and retest, calls a long. Unfortunately, you would have wicked out here if you do it how I do it, where you set your stop loss at the opposite side of the zone, and then it would have went here. You also would have wicked out here, but then you get another break, and then right here you get a long call, and you can see on the day, this would have just been an absolute monster. If you would have taken the long on this call, you would have set opposite side of the zone, easily got a 1 to 2, and if you would have just trailed up, I mean, you would have had a 4.5 to, you would have had like a 18x. I don't know, not that much, but you would have had an insane day if you would have just trailed up your stop loss. Anyways, not the point of the video, but this is a good call. Now we drop down to the 1 minute. So again, you can play this however you want. If you want to trade the higher time frames, I'm just showing you you can trade higher time frames, lower time frames, whatever you want to do. And the way that this works for the indicator is right here. It starts at 930 and then it expands down at 935. You're in full range right here. That's kind of why it's a cone shape. It just kicks over, connects to the bottom wick, and then it just forms into your zone. You can see here then, get your break. The short we already looked at, the long we looked at, the long that we would have missed again, and then the long here that would have went. So let me start showing you some settings because you're like, hey, this is cool, and I'll get to it. When you come into the settings, you can see here, you can change it. Maybe you want to do the institutional break and you want to start at 8 o'clock for your opening range start hour and you want it to be 15 minutes. Well, it automatically updated back here to see at 8 o'clock, you get your 15 minutes down. And then right in here, it levels out. There's no more lows and there's no more highs all the way through the 15 minutes. So this is now your established 15-minute opening range. You can also see that back over here. We have a perfectly marked out 8 to 8:15 candle for institutions, and we again don't have a clean break on the 15, on the 5. So you essentially can use this for any time frame opening range break that you want to trade. As long as it's a 5-minute or a 15-minute, you can fully adjust your range right here and just put your start hour. So you can do Asia session, London session, New York session. It doesn't matter. You pick the time frame, you pick your interval, and go from there. You then can pick your breakout distance points on ES and gold, GC. I like to do 2 to 5 if it's a high volume day. Days like today, I just had it at 2. You then can decide, how do you want to do your strategy? Do you want just a wick to be classified as a breakout, or do you want a full body candle? So you can then pick, do you want a candle closure, like a full body closure outside of the range, at least 2 points, or do you just care about a wick? For me, I just do a wick. I don't care. You can change, like I said earlier, the lines, these right here, they default to 3. You can make them 1. They get a little bit smaller and they get a little more faint, easier to see. Also had a lot of people ask about changing the color. So you can do this and change the colors to whatever you want. However you want your charts to look, you can do that and set them up however you want. Now, right here, you can do show London high, Asia high, previous New York, and previous day. You can turn all these on and you can go up to 3 days. So if you put this at 3, it's going to look really cluttered. But you can see off here to the right, you don't see them active because they've already been cleared. So you have your prior day high 3 was right here. Your prior day high 2 was right here. Your opening range low, your prior day low 2 right here, and just so on and so forth. And this goes for the New York sessions only. We're not looking at prior Asia or London's. We're only prioritizing New York because that's where most of the volume is. So again, you can put it at 0 if you want and just see the current day, or you can put it at 1. Sorry, just put it at 1. Just show the previous day, which would be today or yesterday. Then down here, if you want to, you can highlight your sessions and you can pick your background colors. So if you want to know for sure you are in the Asia session, you can change your color. You can change the transparency of it and just have like the Asia session highlighted, for example, and change this color to here. And you'll see this is the Asia session. Your time settings, you can pick which one you're in, like which however you tell time when you're trading, New York, London, Asia, whatever you want to be. The signal start time at 9:30. So this would be if you don't want to take a trade until 9:30, even if a signal that would fire a short or a long presents itself earlier, it won't give you a signal until at least 9:30. That's when you start trading. That's what you set it for. That way you don't clutter up your chart and your visuals on what you're seeing. But the one thing I have not shown you that's actually my favorite is this dashboard right here. You can pick where you want it. You can pick how big you want your dashboard to be. Like I can put high or large, so it's big. I can see everything, but I mean that's kind of crazy. Just go normal, and you can also pick how big you want your labels to be. Do you want to be normal, small, or tiny, and go from there. So with this right here, the reason I like it is because you get the opening range break, and then you also know these are untested highs and lows. What has been tested and what has not been tested. So if you're wanting to play support resistance battles on these, you will know the London low has not been tested. There has not been a point where we have hit 68.28 down here. We have not hit the London low at all. This is untested. The Asia high, untested. And the reason for the Asia high being untested is because we are in the Asia session right now. It hasn't had an opportunity to get tested. London will determine that. But the previous London high has been cleared, the previous New York high and low has been cleared, and the prior day high from New York has been cleared as well. Asia will get tested high and low, and London will be the one to do it. London low right now would be the only play you would have as a level of support. If it starts pulling back, all the rest of these have already been cleared. It gives you 2 options. You have the opening range break to play, and then you also can see right above here, if you are looking for the previous session highs and the previous session lows, you have other scalp opportunities while you are actively day trading without having to have all these different indicators on and cluttering it up. You can literally just use this one right here and customize this however you want to your trading style. You then can come into the style settings and you have everything here that you can adjust. You can make these dashed lines, you can make them dotted lines, you can make whatever you want on any of these to make this look whatever is best for you. I leave everything. I built this how I like it. So the benefit of me building it is I can leave it like that and make you guys change it to how you want it. That's on you. This is how I like it. I can deselect or select all of these. So I'm just going to leave it as is. And then of course, visibility, like always, you can change any of this. This right here is the ultimate QuantCrawler liquidity opening range break and prior day high-low scalp session indicator. I'm excited for you guys to try it. I want to hear about your results, and I'm excited to use this tomorrow.